Nongo shaika manje mirayimoni pane new one yandakukuruira. My blacks, how you doing? Thank you for writing in. Vusa Matoto Pamarondera, thank you for writing in. Who's this one? Tembi, thank you so much for writing in. Tembi Moyo pa Stone Ridge. I almost read another message, the same one. Okay, Anzi, welcome Becky and Precious, Blessed in Eastview. Thank you so much, Blessed, for writing in. Wanda Kawen Epworth, thank you for writing in. Who's this one? 3570, thank you for writing in. Tuned in for Capital, hashtag dominate. Absolutely, we dominate. Isaac Peary in Mount Pleasant, thank you. Isaac Nyamande in Greendale, thank you for writing in. TEDx in Heathcliff, thank you for writing in. You are just in time for She Diaries. Our She Diaries guest, as I mentioned earlier, is Molly Chuma, who is a multifaceted professional with a passion for personal growth and development. She offers a unique blend of coaching, teaching, and creating services with expertise in grooming and etiquette, confidence coaching, image consulting, personal branding, public speaking coaching, English teaching. I think we need to just ask her to assist us with our word of the day and all of that. Makeup artistry, masters of ceremony, and she's also a pastor to cap it all. So you know, if she sits down with you, it's wholesome talk. So pulses all over. Let's welcome Molly. Toti Pastor Molly and
Coach.
Thank you so much for having me. Hello, everybody.
Oh my goodness. She's like, how about no? How about we leave Pastor for something else? Well, Coach Molly, thank you so much for joining us on Capi Talk 100.4 FM. Welcome to the Pulse.
Thank you so much.
Awesome to have you.
Oh, and I'm excited.
I can tell you're just like, give me this interview. I am so ready. I'm so ready for this.
Yes.
Okay, where do we start with Molly? Who do we say Molly Chuma is?
Okay, so Molly is a coach.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer coach because it's kind of like just brings everything together.
Right.
Because even if I'm a pastor, I'm still teaching and still coaching.
True.
When I'm doing my makeup, my clients often ask me, how do I do this? How do I put on my makeup?
So you're
I'm
coaching.
still coaching, yes, exactly. So yes, so I am a coach, a grooming and etiquette coach.
Mm-hmm.
I teach everyone proper grooming, proper etiquette, adults, children. I particularly love children. I don't know, for some reason.
And when you say children, what age groups are you looking at?
From 5 years.
No way.
Yes.
How are you teaching them? What are you teaching them? Because I'm thinking playing games.
No, the proper thing, like proper etiquette, registers, remember?
Yes, our registers, yes, please and thank yous and all of that, yeah.
Everything, dining etiquette, how to sit like a lady.
That's amazing.
Exactly, yes. Like, you see, like, when I started coaching, I just realized that we don't have manners anymore. You just go past kids and they don't greet you anymore.
They actually wait for you to greet them, and you're thinking.
And even when you do greet them, they don't even they just stare at you.
No, apparently they say kids born in the 2000s are a different breed, and yeah.
True. Yes.
They are a different breed, so just bear with them a little bit. They're totally a different breed.
And they can't even converse anymore. You go to an event where there are kids, teenagers, they're all on their phones. They all got headphones. Like, they can't even make proper conversation. So I wasn't quite getting there.
And that's where you were like, okay, let's put a stop to this.
Yes.
Let's
Even
get some order.
The dressing part. Like, I always say, there's this one day that I decided to say, okay, I'm just gonna be a coach. I was going past this queue. I think they were going for my interviews for my chicken, and you know how there's always a queue there. And they were wearing like ripped jeans and tank tops, and I was like, these kids, they want to go in for an interview and they're dressed like this. Back in our day, we'd be wearing oversized like costumes for your mom and oversized shoes to go for an interview. So I think we should still keep that part. Yes, the world is changing, but I think there's a bit of formality that's still needed.
Right.
Yes, for you to make it in life.
Were you always like that growing up, or did something happen with you and you were like, okay, I think I need to polish myself up?
Yes, I've always been. Well, my mom made us to be like that.
Uh-huh.
I was a bit of a tomboy at some point.
Oh, that sounds like me. That sounds like me. Oh my gosh. But please
then I
tell
went
me
in
your
a
story.
cocoon,
Yes.
and I came out a butterfly.
Oh my gosh. This is weird. So how old were you when you realized, okay, it's time to cocoon and come out as this beautiful butterfly? When
Okay,
did the
so
transition
I think with
happen?
my story, I got married at an early age. I got married at 19.
Girl.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. So I had to be a lady then. So I had to be like
You had no
proper
choice.
wife.
Yes.
So that's when the transition happened.
Yeah. I was 13 during my tomboy era. I think for a good 5 years. Then I turned 18 and something happened. I looked at my body and I was like,
It's
okay,
changing.
we got curves. Things are happening. I look at that leg. Oh my gosh. Right? And I sort of just like switched. And even my mom was like, what's happening here? Because we would go to the salon, get our hair done. And I would brush out the curls.
Oh no.
Bring out a sunga, like, you know, like a ponytail. And it should be like flat, not tied at the back. Never like even a high one. To be at the back.
Yes.
And
Even I can relate.
yeah, I didn't want. I knew I was a girl, but I was just like, it's too frilly.
It's also kind of like my story. Because even when I started like crying, the chest was not really like blossoming.
Yes.
I didn't like it. So
Yeah,
even I was
yeah.
even slouching.
Oh.
Yes.
And were your parents involved in this transition? This is so cool. Were your parents involved in the whole growth process when they now realized, I'm only used to walk upright, now she's slouching? What's happening? Did they get involved, or did they just say, I'm seeing?
I think they were too busy
To realize. Yeah. So looking back, the fact that you mentioned maybe your parents were a bit too busy to realize what was happening with you, do you then become that voice to the young people that I'm a coach, your parents might be too busy, but I won't be too busy to actually assist you?
Yes, exactly. And I have started getting inquiries from parents with teenagers in particular. You know, like how most parents are now like in the diaspora and the kids are here and they can't really like teach them stuff and all, and they are worried. The other parent even sent me a video of her daughter's room, which was like in a mess, and she really wanted me to teach her on time management, just being tidy, just being a lady.
Yeah, and it's funny, like your kids won't listen to you, but they'll listen to Molly.
Yes,
Molly will say to me like, you know, Auntie Molly said, and you're thinking, but I've been saying it. I've been saying it.
Exactly. And you know what? You were surprised when I said 5-year-old.
Yeah.
There's even this parent with a 3-year-old. So she was just coming with the others just because she couldn't leave her baby at home. So when she drop out the other older kids, then she would also leave the 3-year-old. And she wasn't even looking like she's paying attention. Like she'd be playing by the side while I'm having my class with the others. But she said the little one was the one who would give the updates at home, and she'd be like, Coach Molly said we mustn't sit like this. No, Coach Molly said we should hold our forks like this, the 3-year-old.
Oh
So
my God.
yes. So these little kids actually take these things very seriously.
If you to look back at when you actually started the coaching journey, what was the drive behind it?
The drive was just to bring back sanity to these kids. I don't know. I just felt like something got lost somewhere along the line. Like, is no one teaching about this anymore? Is no one teaching please and thank you? Like,
No, trust me,
they text you and
teaching
it's
them.
just like, do they to make up on? Can't you just say hi, I'm Molly. I want to inquire, are you open on Saturday?
How much is your makeup?
How much is your makeup? You're just coming in and say, let her make up on Saturday. And I'm like, what did you
But even adults do that.
Even adults
do that. So this is you teaching children and adults on a daily basis how to be polite.
Exactly. And even the conversation part. You see a lot of adults at an event. They are in the corner there with their phone. Why did you come to this event? You can't even, like, after the event, I ask you, who did you meet? Who did you talk to? You can't. You're on your phone with your friend who you always chat to every day. So I feel like this is something that people don't really realize that they need, but they actually do need this. At least being able to make a proper conversation, start a conversation, start a greeting.
Yeah, but you actually brought out a big point there. Background influences a lot of what we become as adults, whether we become introverts or extroverts or ambiverts or in between. Like one moment you are shy, next moment you're at a podcast and you're like, what happened? I thought you were a quiet person. And then talking too much, you don't know when to stop.
Exactly.
Talking over somebody, you know, just uncouth behaviors. And you just like, but
exactly.
Yeah, so background influences all of that.
That's
so
true.
if you were to deal, or deal is a strong word, Becky. If you were to help or assist someone with a background that didn't have all of that basic grooming and etiquette knowledge, where are you starting at?
Okay, so we are starting with the mindset now. So when I'm doing my classes, it's not just me. I work with other coaches, like Jessie.
Yes, we love Jessie.
I do. So Jessie comes in with the mindset part, and then I come in with the practical part, because there are other people like maybe they grew up Kumusha, but they were intelligent. So they grew up Kumusha, never had any sort of exposure, but they made it up, you know. Now they are managers and stuff, but they've never been exposed to like the modern world. So those are some of the people that I teach, and then first we have to really make them conscientize them that okay, so now yes, your books are okay, you've got your masters and everything, but now you need to know social skills, social etiquette, how to properly converse with people, how to properly do your stuff at work, like the modern way.
Yeah.
So it starts with the mind.
It starts with the mind. Given a picture of someone, like you said, akakurira kumusha and all of that, and then they have to dream big. Have you found it difficult to bring people out of those mindsets?
Yes.
Because munuka anenga jaira one room, nembeda wake, and everything is confined in that one room, and then now you're trying to make them picture a 4-bedroomed house.
Yes.
And it's a bit difficult because all I know is my one room. So what are you talking about?
Exactly. It's so difficult, and it only takes that person to say, help me, I need this, and really appreciate and grasp that. But Kanarimunoti, it's the husband who brings it in or something. Most of them never change.
What are you saying? That you did you hear that? What?
I sure just
Yeah, no, I was about to be like, what? Wait a minute. Are you saying husbands look for you and they say, coach my wife?
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the husband now can clear up the corporate life.
And they do.
He's loyal to his wife. He wants to bring the wife. But
that's
bring it. From, you know, like the presentation, from him, the show, you know, like, and then he really wants his wife to be by his side.
Let's dwell on this for like 2 more minutes. Presentation, Yemkazi, is it solely on her, or is it the husband that has to assist? And you want her to be in, you know, nice and bodycon and everything. Don't you buy her the clothes and say, my wife, I want you to dress like this?
Yes, you do buy, but it's also people say after that.
Okay.
And then panema different dress codes for different events. Saka iya yakatengwa tichenda kurora ya mzukuru neri ndoinobva cocktail yekubasa, but wardrobe mutori nayo black dress meant for, so she doesn't quite get it.
Right.
So yeah, then he now comes and says, look, can you just help my wife? Yes, she's not going to work, she's not any like a businesswoman or anything, but I just wanted to look the part.
Your job is hard, girl, because now you have to pretend like this was your idea. Exactly. And not the husband's idea.
Exactly.
And
then she'd
be like,
why are you coming to me for?
Like, listen, your husband said, I'll bring it. And you can't be doing that.
I can't be doing that.
Oh my gosh,
Then I'll be
Molly.
like, ngatingobatsiranai kuti mungoziva chichi.
And then vanotangira kunzwisisa. But
Mhm.
then you say at the next event and you're like, "Gosh,
I tried.
I tried." She's
Yeah.
not-
It's that mindset thing that you're talking about. A
It's
lot
the
of the
mindset
things that
thing.
we don't have, or the things that we do have, or the things that we experience or don't experience, is because of the mindset. It's
It
because
all
of the
comes
mindset.
back to the
There's
mindset,
someone
yes.
who's told themselves, I can't do it.
Yes.
So even if Molly comes, I
like
told you that I can't. Molly,
Yeah.
I'm only
I
24,
often
such
get,
like
a lot of people tell me, what you teach is only like for the bourgeois, like that's too
And it's for
classy.
everyone.
Like,
What do you mean
for
it's too
everyone.
classy?
Exactly. It's for everyone. Don't you also want to be part of that? Can't you imagine yourself in that position one day?
Yeah, and the painful thing is the husbands who are still loving their wives are saying, I don't want to come up by myself. I want to bring my wife with me. Apa mukazi zvina narongi.
Apa ane nharo tozopedzisira tazotsvaga wekuendesa kumaevents.
And that's what normally happens. Panenge pakunzi uyu ndewe maevents. Anooneka. That's painful. That's oh my god.
Hanzi nevamwe aisati tiite zvemakeup.
You know, like,
Okay.
So I'll be like, no, but makeup doesn't mean kuti. It has to be loud and colors and everything.
Don't you think those women need like tough love?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. Because I think if you're too nice,
it won't work.
Yeah.
And then when you bring in that toughness at times, then you
Have you ever had to give someone tough love just in order to assist them?
I tried, I think once or twice. I'm still working on that. I think I'm too nice.
Oh my gosh. And hubby telling his wife what to dress for an event, the hubby will be in trouble for life.
I know, right? Hanzi makazviona kupi?
My eyes work. I'm not blind. I can see. I can see a beautiful thing and I can see a not so beautiful thing. And I'm telling you right now, how you are dressed is not so beautiful. And I want you to, I know they can't be blaming husbands for having eyes.
No, they can't. They
Yeah.
just have to look the part.
Yeah, just look the part. Sure, this is hectic. I don't want to be in your shoes. So what are the key differences between formal and informal etiquette, if there's such a thing?
Okay, probably, I don't know in what setting really, but the language probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I'm with my friends. Do I have to be good afternoon, precious?
This is right, agree. I think I'm now caught up in this whole grooming thing. The other time I sent my sister a message and then I was so polite. Like I said, please may I have? Then she was like, very well then. It was so sarcastic.
I know that response was just like, okay, girl, you want to play this
What's
game?
happening with you?
Let's do it. Very well
Then
then.
he went back to the medieval.
Yes. So when do I use my informal and when do I use my formal?
I think now it depends on the relationship with the person you're talking to in the workplace, and especially if you don't know the person, it's your first time contacting this
Can be
person.
Mudara.
Exactly.
Blaz.
Wadi.
Murungu.
This person will be like, friend, then.
Murungu mawan.
And this dear thing, hi dear.
Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Precious, it's okay. Calm down. Breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we want to do business in the life. Hi dear. You see, that's where us coaches now come in. My registers, English, I think that's why I was interested in also teaching English. Because those registers, we still need them. We do. We still need them. Even my shortcut,
please don't go there.
Then sometimes you can't even interpret what is happening.
For me, the one that irks me is TT. What the heck is TT?
Exactly. What's up with that?
Actually, TT is that. I was wondering if this what so TT I'm like hold up so TT now I have to play Sherlock Holmes. I'm breaking down the code. TT so TT. oh, so that.
Mm.
And I'm like, okay, is this where we're at?
Mm.
So we, besides that, this etiquette thing looks a bit bourgeois, but like just for everyday communication, just being able to communicate.
And I mean, that's the pure definition of communication. Did you hear what the message was saying? So you can action out what the message is saying.
So now if I can't read your message, and then sometimes you be too busy to even try and investigate what that shortcut means. Then I can't ignore, but then it's not on this.
And can't women just appreciate their men coming back to them with ideas that this is the thing that would work? Thank God. When we don't have that at all, and it's a real thing. It's okay, and then on the messages, Anzi, hi. Just hi.
Then you'll be like, how are you? Then I'm fine.
Hello, hi. Hey, hi.
You don't
hi.
even...
I block. You know, if you say hi to me, yes, I do. I block. Oh, and then if it's urgent, you will find my calling number and you will call me. Then I know it was an urgent thing. But if it's urgent, hi Becky, my name is, I'm apping you in contact with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you able to assist? Get to the point. Hey, hi. Karate. Come on. No. Hi. Hey, hi. Hey, hi.
And then later on, housework.
I was shy. Work is good. So sometimes what I do, because I value my name so much.
Okay.
Because I do not know who will be apping me at that time.
Yes.
Or Elder Summers blogger. What is that? So I don't know who's apping me at any given time. Do not blog a business opportunity and all. So I will give it a few messages. And by the fourth message, if there's nothing happening, I say, good, thanks, and how are you? How can I be of assistance? And if by after how can I be of assistance, you don't state what the order of the day is, no, sorry.
You're gone.
Block. Going. And I give you a day, hey? I won't even, I archive you. And then I will check you later. Was on your message. Yes, because I don't want to be too quick to brush people off, but that is so annoying. It really is. Get to the point. What are some of the things that we are getting wrong on a day-to-day basis? Things that we should be knowing. Come on, guys. At this time, you should be knowing, don't do this. Don't message someone like this. Don't respond like this. Don't call 500 times. One time I missed call 7. Gee.
Exactly. I know, right? And I'm like, gosh.
What are some of those things that we are unintentionally breaking every day? I'm sure
calling at odd hours.
How about calling without sending a message? You can't even ask me if it's okay to take the call. Hi Becky, are you able to take a call? I would really appreciate that.
Exactly.
Then I'll tell you, yes, I can take a call, or no, unfortunately, no, not at this time. But you can send a voice note, or
then I'll get back
or a
to
message, and I'll get back to you. 9 p.m.
And then couldn't just wait until 8 a.m.
It could have been an email.
It could have been an
You
email.
could have texted me. Really, you could have. Really.
I know, right?
Okay, so being polite when you're even online is necessary. Like your social etiquette now really needs to be.
Social etiquette, even the way you post.
I like that you talked about digital etiquette. The way you post your stuff on your social.
Right.
Yes, there should be an element of proper etiquette.
Good luck with that.
What are you trying to achieve when you post what you're posting? Because I'm more into this etiquette thing. I like the British royal families. I'm always like trying to figure out how they do.
Should we be calling you Madame? Madame Molly.
Lady Molly.
Lady Molly. Lady Molly in the building.
So I learned that they're not supposed to, active royal members are not supposed to have their own like social media platforms, like
Right.
individuals.
Right.
And then even when they do post, it always had to run by the team before it's posted, even on the official pages. So these are official pictures, official events, but they still had to run.
They have to get a nod from the queen, like, okay, this is good, this you
Before
can
they-
post.
yeah. So I'm always asking people when I'm teaching, your post, if they are to run by the queen, would she have approved of what you're about to post?
I'm not so sure about like an actual post, but in question would be comment section. Your comment on something.
Oh, yes.
If it was to be run by the queen, would she approve
that going to
of
work
that
out?
comment?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So if you I know that that the British monarchy was it sounded a bit harsh, but I like the way they, and I think that's how they sustained that monarchy up to
Of
today.
course, of course.
Yes, it's
Otherwise, if you let people just do as they will, it will be run down.
It will be run down. Exactly. So I think you have to be strict on yourself, and actually, try and be very strict on yourself before you post anything, before you comment, before you say anything. Emotional intelligence. Am I supposed to respond here, or I should just keep quiet? Otherwise, you end up looking like we have a different perception of you altogether.
True.
Just by one word. True. Yes, I always tell people that yes, you can look nice, you can dress nice, you can have nice hair, nice makeup, but the moment you open your mouth,
What are you saying?
all of that can
What
be
are you?
ruined.
Can be messed up within seconds.
Within seconds. Below.
0719100404 is our WhatsApp number. We've got Molly Chuma, Coach Molly Chuma in the studio. Coach, can you tell by just looking at someone that you're confident or so confident? Because I know you conduct individual sessions and group sessions. So in a group of people, we are 1, 2, 3 in studio. 4 including you, but amongst the 3 of us, can you tell who's confident and who's not just by looking at them?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just the simple things like
Eye contact.
Yeah.
Yes, just eye contact.
This is
Someone
when Flesh has to be going like this. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Look at me. Okay, so eye contact determines how confident the person is or not confident they are.
Yes. And I also always say this. This distance between your shoulders and your hips,
Right.
this distance,
Right.
it's very important.
Okay.
It tells us something.
If it does like this, look at Precious standing up tall.
Standing like this.
Precious, why are you standing up? So stand the way you were standing.
Well, you have to make the most of it. You have to make the most of this distance.
That distance is really important. Talk about it.
The more you're shrugging like this, the more we tell that you're not confident or you're hiding something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So make it as the longest possible. And stand tall. Yes, they want to see you. Want to see your face. You have nothing to hide.
Right. And this is all before they even open up their mouth to sound confident. Just their appearance will tell you whether they're confident or not.
And even a simple smile.
Right.
Yes, confident people smile a lot. And the people that are not confident, they end up looking like they're moody or they're
unapproachable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're not. They're just shy people. But then because they can't smile, they can't eye contact, they can't do all of that, then we perceive them as moody or antisocial.
Yeah.
So it's very important that one really shows those signs.
I hope you are tuned in and taking down notes. Here's a place where you can Practice your grooming and etiquette as taught by Coach Molly. Get ready for the Herald Elegant Ladies High Tea. Join us on the 31st of May 2025 at the Kokomi Sem Levis Village in Borodale as we celebrate Mothers in Style. Enjoy empowerment, connections, and delight with inspiring women. Investment at $35. You can make your booking with Kimberly on 077 3618 782. That's 0773618 Don't miss out. Discounts for pre-bookings. Now back to you, Molly. When you go to events, as the one I just read out, are you behaved or your eyes are running to and fro, seeking whom?
Oh my goodness.
People now
Is
think that
holding
I'm
themselves.
this Judge Judy every time I'm
You know what?
attending a
Listen, low key you are,
Oh my goodness.
and it's okay because
Really?
yes, because it is within your system. That's your calling, and you're always put in positions where you are stewarding your calling. And if you don't have that eye, I know we'll be having Christian messages. So even when people are talking, you're like, oh, okay, all right. Was she supposed to be that loud? She could have ha 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 ha. Why did she? Oh, I got maybe.
Does
But-
she know that it's allowed to take seconds at buffets? Why is a plate
Why is
like
a
that?
She said it. She said it. So this one time, my husband and I think it was our anniversary. Yes, it was our anniversary. And this family, I won't mention the hotel. Maybe they're listening. You know, this is so this family comes in. You could tell it was one of those. Dad was like, let me spoil the family for the weekend. And they go hotel type of thing. And so it was dad, mom, 3 kids, an aunt, and a baby. Right? And it was now time to serve the food. Yeah. I don't know who they were feeding. The plate was so full.
Oh my goodness.
It was like a mountain shaken
Shaken.
together,
Running over.
and they went back to pour. And I was like, how do we fix that? It's a buffet, just like what you said. You know, you can go back for seconds.
Like you,
You can go back 7 times.
you can go back and no one's gonna judge you because
Yes.
it's a buffet. That's the rules of a buffet. But you also don't know who's it.
Ukunyara kuenda ku-second
Just
food.
food.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's why also people have to really come through for this year. So that at least they do get to understand some of these things. Just proper etiquette.
Auntie Betty, can you please ask for me? Munukadzi wandisingazive kuti ava mukadzi here kana kuti achiri musikana. How do I address her? I've seen that I've been offending ladies.
True. Yes, I do get that quite a lot. At least in English, she now on my way to address that. So if she's married, if you really know that she's married, then it will be Mrs. If she's not married, she's somewhere like below 30 years, you can address her as Miss. But if she's older and you're not sure if she's married or not, then you can use me and me. But yeah, a lot of people really just confuse those titles and they're busy calling Mrs. to Miss, but you really have to pronounce them well so that it really comes out well. This is Mrs., this is Miss, and this is Ms. So it's like MZ.
Oh, okay. For not mother.
Oh,
Mom. Bullets. Sister.
Oh, but mother takes the job.
Mother. You know,
baby.
you know, there was one time someone called me mother. And I didn't want to be offended because I was dressed like
Mother. I don't know where I was coming from, and I was at home, but I was wearing, like those kaftan dresses, but it wasn't like a bougie, posh kaftan dress. It was like a ndiripamba kaftan dress, and it really is a ndiripamba kaftan dress.
Yeah.
And I think I had like my slippers. I was looking like mother. All right, because I just
You
left the
deserved the
house.
title.
No, I did deserve it, but I wasn't expecting someone to call me
Actually
out like
call
that.
me like,
You know, ndakacheuka ka ndichida kupopota but ndakaseka ndakati akabva nditi mother here. Zvikanzi sister sorry sister ndikati sister west
still sister
just
yacho.
it's okay. How can I help? Because anachikoti mangu ndimuvhirawo chechinga ball. But it was that moment of mother. You didn't even think twice about it. But because of the way I was dressed. So is it true people will address you the way you're dressed?
Exactly, it's so true. It's so true. Like
Case in point.
one of my quotes is looking good is a strategy. It is a strategy, like on its own, looking good. So if you're about to go somewhere, just know that the way you're dressed will give the people the perception. You're the one who gives everyone the perception that you want them to have of you. So you can actually use it in mem. Yes, mem is acceptable.
Yeah. Inangu I refuse this notion. Andina my black kana uchida kuziva class yauri unonzwa nemawindi.
Can you imagine upiwa class name now wins? I refuse.
No,
but they do that.
But they do that.
Eh,
Kuno
uyu
manonzi
sister. Gules,
Mumwe
mother.
Gogo.
Gogo. Kazona waenda kuna
But
gogo.
it's true. Because ndakaita makeover this lady quite recently. She's over 45. But and then now she has gray hair. She's never been married, and then never had makeup on. I think even jeans even. So we really dressed her up and then did this whole photo shooting. And then you know what she said to me? She looked at herself. She couldn't stop looking at herself in the mirror. And then she said, so that it was at that moment that I really realized that, oh wow, this is really, really important. Stefan was not just
But Kugeza Kwachana isn't makeup every day. What are those things that we are doing to make ourselves look the way we want to be addressed and not to be called mother or go? Yes, because it's not every day where I will have time to shape the eyebrow, put the eyeliner, mascara, lip gloss. It's not every day.
It's not every day.
I can't conceal my eyes every day. What is it that I am doing to show that, hey guys, listen, I'm putting effort.
So your dressing, your clothes, even your hairstyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Kelly, you know, my clothes, where you take an in, you know, my clothes.
I know the ones you're talking about.
Exactly.
My big wings. Oh my God, let's just say that. I'm sorry if you have one on. Oh my God.
Then immediately I'm going to look older than I am.
Yeah.
So it's not just about makeup, it's about everything. Your hair, your clothes, your posture.
Yeah.
How are you walking?
So we got people crying for your number here. And what about Rana coach? Can she come? Can she do this once every week? Do this, don't do this. Talk like this, don't talk like this. How can we find you, Molly? Where are you found?
Okay, so my number is 0772 956 884. My socials are Molly Chuma on Facebook, Instagram, and I operate from 91 Shaftesbury, Cremborn.
91
Shaftesbury, Cremborn, Harare. I also do online classes as well.
Oh, you also do online?
Yes.
Auntie is saying auntie, okay.
It depends on the relationship. If I'm an auntie, then it's okay. But if you're an auntie salon, then you're like auntie.
Yeah, I think we need a part 2 of this where you actually come through and say, right, today's lesson is
on registers.
Yeah, especially. But today we've got word of the day. I don't have much time, but I'm sure we can record you later on. Word of the day is turmoil. That's our word of the day today. So we have to create a sentence with the word turmoil. So we are going to record Coach Chuma, Coach Molly Chuma, as she gives us a sentence with our word for the day, which is turmoil. It is 1 o'clock on Capi Talk 100.4 FM. You were tuned into She Diaries on the Pulse. It is 1 o'clock.